Welcome to Flight Mode, the podcast. My name is Leroy Maluka, your host.
My name is Angelo. I'm the co-host, and today is your first episode. We've been waiting for this first episode to take flight. This is your first one, and ladies and gentlemen, viewers, listeners, we have our first guest, none other than drumroll, Mr. Leroy Maluka, my brother. Yo, that was a good one, eh?
It's a strong one, yeah.
You are first guest on our first episode of Flight Mode. I'm excited to have you. We had loads of coffees together. This is our official one on Flight Mode. We just are going to celebrate you, give you your flowers while you're still alive. I mean, that's some of the stuff that we've discussed, what we've mentioned in the introductions and all that other video clips.
Yeah.
Today, it's the podcast, the Flight Mode podcast. And we want to hear your story. We want to hear where it all started. I mean, for those of you that don't know, Leroy spent almost 2 decades, 17, 16 years in Europe, in Finland, playing professionally, studying, all of those things. We just here today to listen to his story. I can't wait. I'm excited. Tune in. Over to you, Leroy. Where did it all start for you, my man? I mean,
Yeah, for me, it started in Bishop Lavis, a small township on the Cape Flats. Because back in Europe, a lot of people don't really know where I'm from.
yeah.
So, yeah, it all started on the Cape Flats in Bishop Lavis, growing up with both my parents in a household with 5 other siblings. I was the youngest for a long period before my little baby brother came along. And yeah, fell in love with the ball at age 5, 6 years old, and haven't looked back ever since. Played football at primary school, high school, club football, because everything starts at the local club in the local township. So yeah, that's where it all started.
Did you know you were like you obviously good? I mean, every young footballer, aspiring footballer, aspire to play. You didn't take the normal route. You didn't play in your mainstream league. So how did you get from Cape Town, Bishop Lavis, all the way across, to Europe? I mean, that's an interesting story. Can you maybe just take us where that all started?
Yeah, nah, sure. For me, it started, like I said, in the local township at Island Rovers. Then from there, I made an unusual move outside of Bishop Lavis to Salt River. Spent 1 year at Salt River, if I remember correctly. After Salt River, I had the opportunity to go to Cape Town Spurs back then. So before they became Ajax Cape Town.
They Cape Town Spurs again now.
They're back to Cape Town Spurs. Yeah, then spent a decent amount of time at Cape Town Spurs, and then after that, I made my way to Hellenic, which had back then,
That's 2 rivals, by the way.
yeah, 2 rivals.
Back then.
Exactly. So yeah, back then Hellenic had the best academy in the country, in my opinion, and
Back then.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Because Hellenic, yeah, we know it's it's not the same.
No, we're not gonna say anything. We're not gonna say anything. We just leave it there. Leave it at that.
So back then, produced the best players in the country, had the best players, come in from all over the country.
Yeah.
Not only Cape Town, Johannesburg, Durban, national team players. So yeah, it was a privilege to be there, be a part of that academy, which taught me a lot. Of course, living a professional lifestyle at a young age, and yeah, also earning a salary from a young age. And then from there, I went on to play what is called the Castle League.
Okay.
That was, and for the international viewers, the Castle League is the 4th tier.
Yeah, you get PSL, then you get MNFD.
Yeah.
Yeah.
4th tier.
4th tier.
Yeah. So 4th tier back then was also a different 4th tier compared to now, more competitive. And we were young back then, playing 4th tier, and we needed that exposure in order for us to develop. So played in the Castle League. Then
who did you play for in the 4th tier? Like
the 4th
moving
tier,
from an academy type setting.
We were at a franchise, but it was linked to Hellenic.
Okay.
So we were still Hellenic players.
You were still Hellenic. Okay.
Yeah. And we played for Belleville.
Okay.
In the Castle League. So yeah, Then after playing in the Castle League, went on and played in the Vodacom. So now third tier.
Yeah.
And spend a decent amount of time there, and again a competitive, competition.
And you were still getting paid playing there.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So now, of course, the salary increases as you go higher, and yeah, at a young age, again, being 19, 20. Yeah. Then after the Vodacom, took a big step into the NFD, the second tier, at a young age. And yeah, all of a sudden you are surrounded by all these big superstars, former national team players. You had Bradley August, you had Grant Egerson, you had Carlos Scott, you had Giovanni Rector, you had Sean Potgieter. So
big,
big
names.
profiles.
Yeah, yeah.
And as a young kid, I was again just fortunate to be surrounded by these guys, so I can learn. And yeah, that was the.
I mean, Leroy, we spoke before. You didn't take the conventional route to Europe. Well, when I say conventional, I mean like normally you get spotted at a team, you get invited over for football specifically. That wasn't your normal route, and that wasn't the way this whole thing played out. Can you maybe just tell the listeners and the viewers like how that came about, because it was very unconventional.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm the younger brother to Mustafa Maluka, who is, a world-renowned painting artist. And he is or was in Finland at the time, because he's married to a Finnish wife who he met in Amsterdam, and, they eventually settled down in Finland. So an opportunity came when I was in the NFD, the second tier, where, I could go up and have the opportunity to visit them in Finland. But the plan was never to stay.
Okay.
The plan was never to stay in Finland. And while being there, arriving there, the first challenge was the weather.
Of course. What month was that, more or less?
That was February.
So winter.
In the middle of winter. And it's not just any kind of winter. It's a special winter because now we're going north.
It's not your Cape Town winter.
No, it's not even the typical European winter. So now we're going north. And yeah, when I arrived, -5, and it's drizzling snow. So yeah, I had to adapt. But for me, I was excited because look, I'm in a new environment. I'm in Europe.
But you didn't go to play football.
I didn't go to play football.
You went to go visit your brother in Finland.
Exactly. Wow. That was the plan. So while being there, trying to adapt and experience and explore the country or the city as well. Yeah, I got sort of bored and I needed activity because, of course, coming from Cape Town, we have a lot of activity here.
Yeah,
and there was
negative or positive activity. There's a lot of activity.
There's a lot to do. Whatever, yeah, you choose your own lane. So yeah, going there and I said, look, second nature, football. So let me,
in -5.
Yeah, let me do my homework and see where I could, possibly train. And eventually I came across this team who was in the third tier in Finland. And at the time I didn't know it's a sort of reserve team for the first team in the local town.
When you say first team, you mean
in the top league.
Top tier? Yeah. Tier 1?
Yeah.
So they are feeder club for that. But you didn't know that?
I didn't know that.
Right.
So I just wanted to train.
Right.
So I went and trained, and after 4 trainings, but then again, the first training was -10 outside. So now, it's snowing, it's dark. Training was in the evening, so now you're under lights, but you're not too comfortable with the pitch because it's snowing.
Let me just jump in there quickly. I know we want to hear your story. -10.
Yeah.
You're training.
Yeah.
In Cape Town, it's a little bit of drizzle. Well, not all Cape. Well, not everyone. Some of you guys.
Yeah.
Coach, I'm working, coach. Coach, I have to study, coach. Hey, but
excuses, yeah.
I'm telling you. So -10.
Yeah.
You're training.
Yeah, nah, we're outside.
What a mind job.
We are, it's, you have to definitely be mentally prepared for that one. So, of course, you have to layer up and you go into the pitch because now you're a bit uncomfortable because you don't know what to expect. Is it slippery or, can you be yourself? And then it took time to adapt to the pitch and the weather. But after 4 trainings, the coach wanted to have a chat and wanted to know what's my plans. And I said to him, look, I'm on holiday, like, I'm going back in a couple of weeks. Or was it a month? And then he came back to me 2 days later. And he said to me, but he would love me to stay because he thinks I can help the team.
The third tier team?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I was, again, just making it clear that that's not the plan. And then maybe a week since the first conversation, he came back to me again and he was saying that the club would like to have a meeting with me. And I was like, okay. Going into the meeting, they made it clear that the coach sees something, he wants me to stay. They would want me to stay. What do I need in order for me to stay? And again, I didn't expect it, them being so persistent. And eventually we had a couple of meetings after that. And they sent me an offer. So now I have to decide because, it's not the plan. And you have the opportunity to stay because it's an opportunity that the whole Cape Town wants.
For you, or in general?
In general.
Yes.
The whole Cape Town or the whole continent wants these opportunities that I'm being presented here to play in Europe. And I said to myself, okay, let me talk to my dad and my brother, get some advice. And we basically just decided that, look, let's stay for 1 year and then experience and see where it takes you or what happens. So eventually signed, and because the preseason is mad long. The preseason is 4 months. So you even train in December still. Then you go on a small break for Christmas. Then you start in January. Then you have that 4-month preseason. So the season starts like end of April.
Okay.
So season starts because I arrived in Feb. So now I had time to adapt and to prepare for the season. And season starts end of April, and I played the first 4 or 5 games. And I remember 2 goals, 2 assists. And the head coach again had a chat with me, and just to know how I'm feeling, and he's happy with me. Then the following 2 games, he told me that he's going to ask the first team head coach to come and have a look. And that's what happened.
So this is now the third tier, playing for the third tier team.
Playing for the third tier.
The first tier team, there's a link there, and they invited the first tier team to come and watch because you've already seen something.
Yeah.
Wow.
So now, first team staff is coming. And funny thing was, the first team head coach, when they are looking for players from Africa, or when they hear you are from Africa, they expect a big guy.
Big. Billy Bill.
They expect
yeah.
And
here you are. You weren't that big.
Wait. No. Okay. I'm the opposite of what they.
But you were sharp.
But I have something that the big guys maybe don't have. And so that's what happened. They came and watched the games. And so I played at least 7 to 8 games with a third tier team. And then after that, another meeting. Now with the first team.
Oh, wow.
So now they are happy with what they're seeing. They would like to make me a first team offer. So now everything changed. So everything happened in a short period of time.
Did you have to think about that again, or was that?
No, that one was that one was obvious.
And you don't need to give figures, eh? So the jump from third year to first year, the salary, is it a big jump?
It's a big jump.
Oh, hey,
and it's a big lifestyle jump because now they put you in your own apartment. You get in the car, and you get access to all the nightlife in the city. Like you're walking anywhere. So now it's, this is just like some of the perks. You get, access to lunch. It's a whole nother dynamic because it's now the professional lifestyle, like the top.
You're in Europe.
Exactly.
You're in Europe.
So you're getting this whole experience that comes with it. Because now you're not only signing for a top league team, you're signing for the biggest team in the town and one of the biggest teams in the country.
So it's a big thing.
It's a big deal.
Newspapers, TV.
Yeah.
So it was like that.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
wow.
it was interviews, and I wasn't ready for this. So now,
Bishop Lavis.
exactly,
Finland.
exactly.
And
So now,
it's in English.
what do you mean?
They speak English. They
Yeah, they
well,
are.
you obviously,
Yeah, no,
but they do speak Finnish.
Yeah, Finnish is the mother tongue and yeah, the first language, and then we have Swedish as well. Yeah, but I wasn't ready for it, but yeah, it comes all at once. Interviews, headlines, whatever. But yeah, I took it as it came and settled in once again with the first team. And yeah, in the history of this club and that first team in the top league, I haven't experienced or seen, I've been 16 years in Finland and I haven't seen the team that we had back then.
Oh, wow.
No. Especially that year when I signed, because when I signed, we were competing with the so-called best team in the country. And we finished...
What was that name? What was the name?
HJK.
And then the team that you played for?
TPS.
TPS.
So we're competing with them. We ended third that year. So we got a bronze medal, sorry. Then we also went to the cup final. So the cup final is sort of a FA Cup. In the Finnish, on the Finnish standard. So Suomen Cup final, where we met the biggest team in the country. And the final was played at their home, so it's like a 2-hour drive. And we beat them in the final at their home.
Oh, wow.
So, and when you win that trophy, then automatically you qualify for the Europa qualifiers.
Okay.
So, me being a part of that, just, it was...
So the Europa qualifiers is the following season.
Yeah.
So you went there. You played.
Yeah.
So where did you play the Europa qualifiers?
We went to Belgium.
Okay. And against who did you play there?
The game was against Westerlo, but then the second leg, we went for 2 legs.
Yeah.
We played Westerlo, then we came back, and then we lost, of course, both games.
But it was still Europe.
It was an experience.
And you played?
I played the second game when we came back. I played the last couple of minutes.
So you played in, my friend, Europe is Europe, my brother. Europe is Europe.
Yeah. So,
and then how long did you
played in the top league in Finland at TPS for 5 years.
Wow. 5 years.
Yeah. I played 4 years and then I left and then I went back.
Hold on. So you now in Finland, you're playing 5 years, and how old are you more or less?
I mean, after the 5 years? Or
no, during that time.
During that time, I'm 23, 20, yeah.
So there's
24.
no one from South Africa coming to look and junior teams, under 23, under 20, none of that.
No interest.
Well, that's another episode.
Yeah, there was no interest from South Africa. But
okay, that's another episode.
Yeah.
So now we're there now. We're playing 5 years. So take us through.
4 years TPS, left to play in a lower league, and then went back to TPS. So 5 years in the top league, then 1 year in the NFD, the first division or the second tier, and then 3 years in the third tier.
So that's almost like 8-9 years. So now
years.
you're already 8-9 years in Finland.
Yeah.
Did you come home already? Did you visit?
I've been visiting since.
But now you in Finland.
Yeah.
And the language?
Yeah, the language, of course, it's a challenge because it's a very unique language, special language, Finnish. Today I call it one of my superpowers, to be able to speak.
Oh. So when did you have to learn Finnish? When did you have to learn? When did you have to learn Finnish?
Well, for me it was
the first, second, third, fourth year.
No. I was never interested in learning the language, because in my head I was thinking I'm not going to stay in Finland.
Okay.
It's going to be a stepping stone.
Somewhere. Okay.
Yeah. So that never happened, even though I went with a team. So the Finnish Football Federation, every year they make a team of players that are out of contract. So they take this team to a FIF Pro tournament. So it's a FIFA tournament. And the tournament, sometimes it's in Oslo, sometimes it's in Stockholm. And yeah, I went on this...
That's Sweden, isn't it?
No, we went to Oslo this year.
Okay.
So we went to this tournament, and and I was the only foreigner in the team going to Oslo, and players out of contract from first top league and second tier. Yeah, I played. Not gonna lie, I played about 30 minutes in one game, and I got scouted. After 30 minutes, I got scouted because after the game, they wanted to talk to me, and it was a team from Norway in the second tier of Norway.
Okay.
And they were interested. They wanted me to stay there. They didn't want me to fly back to Finland. So they wanted me to stay, show me, adapt, see if I'm comfortable, if I'm interested, and whatever. And, back then I was maybe in a different space or different time of my life. So I was in a relationship also. So I was thinking of, I wasn't ready maybe
to make that jump, to make that move.
Not the move, but I made a mistake, I would say, because I went back to Finland. I told them I'm going to go back to Finland and then I'm going to come back. So this is another lesson for players coming up. Once you get this opportunity to
take it,
to go and experience or see a club, or a club shows interest, don't wait, or don't like stall it and tell them that nah, you need to first do. No, it's gonna be gone, because
be decisive.
Yeah, because there's gonna be there's a lot of players that are waiting for
for that opportunity.
Yeah, and now they're looking at you
coming from Bishop Levers, Cape Town.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Wow. So I'm like, and then I went to Finland, and while I was in Finland, I made the contact with them. They told me it's gone.
Oh wow!
So this is the lesson.
Ish.
So this is what I'm saying. Like, once you get it, and they are there in your face, take it, go with it, like stick to it. Don't put it on the side and be like, nah, first I need to. No, there's no time. So coming back to playing in the different levels in Finland, and it was a beautiful, beautiful experience.
We spoke about the coffees that we had, and there's some interesting stories. Obviously, we spoke in the car and on other occasions. You also in possession of your UEFA B license. You also have an international degree in Finland in sports science. You also have a what's the other one? The strength and conditioning one through Barcelona and Spain.
Yeah.
So I want to get there, because by now you're 9 years in Finland.
Yeah.
Where did you have to, besides those studies, where did you have to deal with the language? When did that kick in? Because you mentioned you're fluent in Finnish.
Well, you never get fluent in Finnish. Even the locals never get fluent.
Eish. So I'm saying I'm having a cup of coffee in Finnish.
Maar je on yksi kuppi kahvia.
Saunatus ei fluk. Alright, okay.
So it's a special, like I said, it's a superpower.
Definitely.
Because Finnish is it's one of one.
Okay, so now,
coming closer to the end of my career now,
yes.
I'm also realizing that, look, what is next? And I knew that I wanted to be involved with the game still after retiring, and I have to educate myself 100%. If I want to be a part of the game.
100%.
And because I didn't just want to be a part of the game, I wanted to be a part of the game at a high level.
Elite level. Yeah. Professional level. Because you were professional.
Yeah. So it was like, again, a different passion for playing, but now also a passion for coaching. And that's when I knew. But funny, before we get to the like we're getting to the license now. I mean to the license. Before we get to the license, we were talking about the language.
Yeah.
So I was in a relationship, and this is how I learned the language. Is the girlfriend's mom. She never spoke English. She only spoke Finnish.
Okay.
So that is where I had the opportunity to learn Finnish.
And you were forced to?
I was forced to. So that's where I was every day speaking Finnish. Exactly. So that's more where I practiced and learned. So I went to a couple of courses to learn the language, but I think the best like practice or training was speaking it and listening to it on a daily basis. And that's how I learned it. And then, yeah, coming close to the end of the career, I knew that I qualified to go straight to the UEFA B license.
How old are you by this time now? When you knew that you at the decline of your career,
Yeah.
you need to have another plan in place, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
So
I'm 31. 31.
that time when
Yeah.
you okay, that's a good.
Yeah.
Look, it's not automatic for the people listening and watching. It's not automatic. We get it all over Cape Town. I've seen it so many times where people don't think of something else. Like football is my dream. Football is my life. I don't believe that. I think you need something else because you play football for about this between 20 and 35. That's 15 years. I mean, you need something beyond 35 because what we're going to do now.
Yeah, you're going to play not even 20, 30 years. You're going to play 10 years at the top.
On average, yeah.
10 years at the top.
So that's massive in terms of your thinking because now you need something. You're in Finland. You need to plan for the next phase. So what happened then?
Yeah, that's when I knew that I wanted to be involved with the game, and then also I did my homework as far as knowing that I qualified for the UEFA B. So that's what I did. Signed up for the UEFA B license, and yeah, finished that. Graduated.
How long was that?
That was about a year.
Wow. And you had to pay yourself.
I had to invest. Yeah, I had
course.
to invest in myself, and this is another thing that investing in yourself, and then also betting on yourself.
Betting on yourself. That's another mindset on its own.
Yeah, because you're in the position. You're like, okay, you have the money, but now you're gonna get this paper and qualification.
You're still playing, by the way.
I'm still playing.
All right.
I'm still playing, and you have to decide. Like, look, what do you want? And bet on yourself, believing that, look, this is the right thing to do, and when I invest in myself here,
it's gonna benefit.
It's gonna pay off in the long run.
Just very quickly. So now I'm not for us that's not fully up to date or know what that looks like. What does your way to be look like practically? Just very quickly, like what do you need to do?
Yeah, that's it's a good question because a lot of people don't know. It's the thing. It's just you go to school on a daily basis to study football. So the Football Federation, they have this whole complex, where it's like the headquarters where they have accommodation, they have the football fields, the strength and conditioning department, the kitchen. So everything is there. Education department. So that's where you go if you want to do your licenses. So yeah, you go there on a weekend. So during the week, they know you're busy, you're working. So you check in Friday morning. Then class starts, let's say from 12. And then you go whole day until 9 p.m.
9 o'clock. So that's 9 hours. That's a full working day.
Yeah. But that's nothing. That's the kickoff. The next day, Saturday morning, 8 a.m. you start. 8 p.m. you finish.
12 hours.
Intense. Football all day. Sunday, 7 a.m. you start. Finish. 5 p.m.
Another full day.
So you go for at least 4 to 5 of these weekends during the year. So that's how you accumulate.
And in between, it's assignments. It's
exactly at home. You get homework assignments that you have to do at home.
Did you have to? I'm sure there's still stuff that you have to go and assess, watching games and go to clubs and all of them. Is it the same like that as well? Because it's a high level. It's elite.
Yeah.
It's elite.
Yeah. So what happens is they would invite teams to come, for example, one of the weekends, to come to the facility. So now you have to do the practical and coach these kids or youth players or whatever.
But in that time, didn't you have to visit other clubs or professional clubs?
No, you would have group assignments with other coaches as well. So you would have to meet up with other coaches during the period that you are not at the school.
Okay.
and then finished different assignments together, and then what else? Yeah, everything is mostly in Finnish.
What do you mean? The UEFA B license?
Yeah.
In Finnish?
Yeah.
So not only were you forced to speak the language, so now you need to read the language.
You have to read the language.
And who taught you that, man?
So this is, it's again, you have to adapt and,
read Finnish.
Yeah, you have to basically deep dive into,
What a mind job.
how do I say,
Some of us,
getting to know a different version of yourself, because now you're going into a different culture, a different language.
so now you're there, right? The question that I'm actually asking, man, what were some of the clubs that you visited, that you built relationships with during your time? Like, either educating yourself, getting qualified. I mean, there must have been some clubs, famous clubs that you've visited over that time.
Yeah. So after accumulating the UEFA B license and then finishing my studies, so what people also don't know is after getting my UEFA B license, my first job was as a head coach in a third tier team in Finland with a big history. It used to be one of the biggest clubs in Finland in the top tier, but they went bankrupt.
Okay.
So that was my first job.
Okay.
And I had to save them from relegation. They were bottom of the table. I was a player at the time. They called me in to take over the team, and I did what I had to do. They believed in me.
Did you save the team?
I saved the team.
I respect.
So, did what I had to do, and at the end of the season, I walked away, and they will never forget that, I guess. So,
you mentioned studies. So is that separate from your UEFA B, or what?
Yeah,
or what
separate
you're referring to? Tell us more about that.
Yeah, getting into the sports science stuff. So I always knew, because even though my first job was as a head coach and having the UEFA B, which is maybe 5% of the physical aspect of the game.
Wow.
Once you do the UEFA B. But I always knew I wanted to be involved in the physical aspect of football. So that's why I went into sports science direction, because I wanted to, learn more about, specific details, methods, and yeah.
And so, what did you study? What was the course, the degree that you got in
sports science?
Sports science.
Sports science, and it was again sometimes very intense because.
How long?
3 years.
Okay.
So this is going back and forth. So 2 years is very intense. Then the final year is more practical and relaxed. So very intense studies, which I don't regret, of course. But I was fortunate to be in Finland and know the language, which gives me the right to study for free.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And this is after accumulating the sports science degree. Now I'm back, but now I've traveled. Well, during this time I've traveled in Finland. So I've been in the north, the south, the east, the west.
Still playing or coaching?
Playing.
Playing.
So, no, but before the sports science degree, I have traveled. Okay. While I have the UEFA B. So then now with the sports science, I'm in a different town. I'm in Tampere, which is 2 hours from where, TPS was from. So now I return to Turku, where TPS is. So now I get the opportunity to work in a field which I want to be in, the physical aspect of the game. And I got the opportunity to work at Inter Turku. And Inter Turku is the club where Jose Rivero was at that time.
Yeah. Who's that?
Jose Rivero is the former Orlando Pirates head coach.
Okay.
Who's now at Al Ahly.
I know. Okay. Yes. Yeah. So a great copy.
Yeah. So he has amazing fitness trainer, Michel Belver from Valencia. And this guy became my mentor. I learned so much from him. And even today, whenever I need anything, I just reach out to Michel. So
you still with these big cats, with these big dogs?
Yeah,
in contact. I mean,
yeah. I'm very fortunate to have,
degree. Now we're jumping to the some other thing that you also did.
Yeah, because you asked, like, have I visited any clubs?
Oh yes, of course, of
Yeah.
course.
So in 2021, I hit the ceiling. For me, I hit the ceiling in Finland as far as growing as a coach. So now I said to myself, look, I know Mitchell, I know Flo, I know Lewis, I know all these guys. So I'm like, okay, let me reach out and ask if it's possible to step outside and go and experience something new, which is gonna help me grow.
Of course, yeah.
So Mitchell made it possible for me in 2021 to go and have a learning experience at Valencia Football Club, which is one of the biggest
Yeah.
youth development institutions in Europe.
Yeah.
So went to Valencia Football Club, then went to Villarreal as well. And again, I still have these guys on my phone that I've met on that
So
journey.
if we video call them now, they're gonna pick up.
If they're not busy, if they're not busy,
No, I'm just messing with you.
If they're not busy, they will answer, because these guys are busy.
They're busy, 100%.
So that was my first trip, was going to Spain. 2021, 2022, another educational visit that had a big impact on my methodology and career, was going to Anderlecht in Belgium. Another big institution.
So who got that for you?
Funny story.
You're name dropping now, man. Like it's.
I mean, now you're getting into the names, so I have to give it to you. So Floribert Ngelula, for those of you who don't know, former Man United footballer, grew up with Vincent Kompany.
Like the Vincent Kompany.
Yeah, so best friends, grew up together. So Vincent Kompany becomes, after Man City, he becomes the head coach of Anderlecht.
I remember that part.
Yeah. Floribert Ngelula becomes the assistant.
Okay.
So now, when they arrived to Anderlecht, they didn't have a fitness trainer. And, they gave an opportunity to a young guy called Bram Geers. He's not so young today anymore.
Bram.
So Bram, took full advantage of the opportunity. And today he's one of the best, and today he's at Bayern Munich with Vincent Kompany. And so Bram has never met me. Yeah. And Bram calls me just because of my relationship with Flo. So Bram calls me, but at this point in time, they at Burnley. They're at Burnley because they moved to Burnley after Anderlecht. So Bram calls me and he says, listen, I spoke to Flo and I heard you want to go to Anderlecht. When do you want to go?
Wow.
I said, okay, this and this and that. He said, okay, no problem. You can. Do you want to go to Genk as well? I said, yeah, why not?
In Belgium is now.
Yeah. He's like, okay, I think I can open the door there, whatever. Bram made it possible without meeting me. So this is again, another lesson in life. It's like you meet people on the journey.
This is what dreams are made of, actually.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you meet people on the journey and you're like, but why did this guy do this? Or like, how did that happen?
Amazing.
So then Bram opened the door. I went to Anderlecht, and after Anderlecht, I went to Westerlo because Genk was away on a pre-season tour. So I couldn't go there, but I went to Westerlo and Anderlecht. Amazing experience. 2023, I got to meet Bram for the first time at Burnley Football Club. And again, blew my mind. Institution, professionalism, the level, English Premier League.
Yeah, they're back in the Premier League now. They were relegated, but they're back now.
Yeah, that's also where I met Lyle Foster for the first time.
Local boy.
And Vincent Kompany for the first time. So it was, a beautiful experience, amazing experience. Learned so much, just absorbing all the knowledge. And yeah.
Leroy Maluka from Bishop Levens.
Yeah.
Okay.
So now rubbing shoulders with Vincent Company. Another funny story, if we have time.
Flow.
So,
no pun intended.
So while I'm at Burnley, I'm just hanging around there, and I see Mr. Craig Bellamy.
Oh, Wales.
National team coach.
Yeah.
So Mr. Craig Bellamy is there, one of the assistants to Company at the time at Burnley. And now I have the opportunity to approach or to introduce myself, because it's just me. He goes to the boot room, he hangs up the boots or whatever. And, I could either be shy and, a bit...
Withdrawn.
Yeah.
Verskimmel, zoals I'll say in Afrikaans. Verskimmel. Het is versinnerig.
Okay. Yeah, I could either be, a bit shy and stay in my place. But I said, this is my chance. It's Craig Bellamy. And then, I greeted him and I was like, how are you doing, Mr. Bellamy? And he was just asking, why am I there? And I'm friends with Flo and whatever. And from that conversation, Mr. Craig Bellamy, who, is highly rated, both as a player and coach, asked me, do I want a coffee? And I said, yeah, why not? And he didn't have to offer me a coffee or sit down with me for 15 minutes and have a chat about football.
Wow.
And that's what we did. And I was like, so imagine I was in my shell and not reaching out. I would have missed out. So again, that was another beautiful experience. And again, so all these experiences, the biggest lesson, what do you think it is?
Man, there's is it Latin? Carpe diem? Seize the moment. Take your shot. For me. Because I remember in Norway, you said you have to fly back, come back. When you came back,
it's gone.
It's gone.
So I learned.
I'm learning.
Yeah.
I'm learning. I hope the listeners and the viewers is learning.
Yeah. So for me, the biggest lesson was, or is still today, and I apply it, you have to stay humble.
Okay.
Be humble, stay humble.
Stay humble.
Because, you can be humble and then, life changes and you reach a certain level and then no longer you
turn into someone
transform.
else.
Yeah, you transform. So now, because for example, Floribert Ngalula, he went from Anderlecht to Bayern Munich.
Still there now.
But but what I'm saying is, he could have changed his phone number and be like, nah, I don't need to talk to Leroy anymore. But we value the relationship.
Come on.
And the friendship. And he's humble. So that's the lesson for me. These guys don't have to talk to me. I'm from Bishop Lavis. Who am I?
Guys, by the way, we're not dogging on Bishop Lavis. We're not looking down. I'm from Bonteheuwel. We're from Cape Town. We're just saying that the norm is the mindset, right?
Exactly.
Of our kids and our young people in general. Well, not all the people. It's just of how can I achieve that? It's from my house to the tuck shop, school, hook, corner.
In a bubble.
You know what I mean? So we grow up like that.
Yeah.
And it seems almost like impossible to achieve your dreams, your big dreams. And unconventional, yet you went to Europe. You studied there, you played there professionally. You played in Europa. Is there anything more interesting stories before I think we wrap this thing up that you can share with us? You still did your strength and conditioning. You didn't tell us about that?
Yeah, did the strength and conditioning course. And for everyone that would like to get into strength and conditioning, I would highly recommend the Barcelona Innovation Hub SNC course.
I've seen that.
And they have many other courses. So yeah, very, very, very useful. Getting into that course, educational, and that took me just over a year to finish, because you have to basically do the courses on your own, and you have to be disciplined because you have to study.
Self-discipline.
Exactly. You have to study on your own, and you have a certain amount of time in order to finish the course and do the exam eventually. So yeah, it teaches self-discipline, studying on your own online as well. So yeah, nah. Yeah. Then after all this, my last visit to a club was now 2024 in December. I got the opportunity to go to Arsenal,
Okay.
and yeah, and Premier League again, one of the biggest clubs in England.
Yeah. One of the biggest ones.
Yeah, one of the biggest clubs. So you know, it was again mind blowing to
Wow.
to see how they apply themselves. The methods, the equipment, the resources they have.
Did you meet Ateta?
I didn't meet Arteta because it was match day when I was there.
Okay.
But I met the reserve team staff and head of performance and had the conversation, which is important for me because in order to learn and to grow, you need to have the conversation in order to understand, of course, as well. And yeah, that was an amazing experience. And then now I'm in Cape Town.
Wow, man. Look, I think our coffee is done. I think we need to earn. Not a kettle, earn enough coffee with all the stories that you have to share with us.
So the coffee stays warm as well.
You know what I mean? So just in closing, Leroy, from Bishop Lavers to Europe, playing in Europe professionally. Yes, it might not have been the big European clubs or leagues or whatever, but you're there. You studied as well. In the car, you mentioned something I want you to share quickly with the viewers and the listeners. The one where you had to write in Finnish or read in Finnish your sports science degree, because that's also a mind job on its own.
Yeah, look, all the studies basically in Finland is in Finnish. There's a couple of degrees that you can do in English, but if you want to be specific in a field, then you're gonna have to do it in the local language, which is Finnish. So it's.
And you did that.
I had to, and it was difficult because at times you have to translate, and I was lucky to have being able to write my assignments and exams in English,
but reading it in
reading in Finnish.
Oh wow!
So yeah, it was a challenge, and the same with the UEFA B, it's in Finnish. So now you have to translate. You have to sit. It takes more time. You have to be patient.
That's a discipline.
So yeah, it's not just a walk in the park, stepping out, into another world and having these experiences. And
you know what, Leroy, right? If people out there is not inspired just by listening to your story, I don't know, because from Blavers, you're independent, you went there, -10, self-discipline, no family, not all your families around you, just digging in and just on the mind. I can tell you now already, not all, some of our young people can't even take the taxi to town on their own. Some of our young people can't even go for an interview on their own. Mommy, daddy. Some of the young people,
Yeah.
So to do that, take that big step, independent on your own, and to top it all off, -10.
No, that's just the introduction to the weather. I mean, it gets to -20, and if you want, it could get to -30.
What's that word that you always say? Machtava. Am I saying it correctly?
Machtava.
Like, oh my what?
Like, oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness, ne?
Yeah.
Hey, I'm learning Finnish.
Oh.
Am I saying it am I saying properly?
Machtava is more of
what's the other one?
Brilliant.
Oh, so what's the other one?
Loistava.
Loistava.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
It's quite similar. There's a similarity.
What's the one where I say, oh my word?
Oh my word, oh my days is more of.
You said it earlier.
Yuma. No, I didn't say it. Yuma lauta.
Yuma lauta.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Oh, yeah.
Yuma lauta.
Must teach me Finnish, brother.
No, it's gonna take time. I don't know if you have the time.
Okay.
Because special.
Let's pause quickly. Let's close quickly. Okay, cut this out. I'm gonna ask you now. Close words for the people listening. Taking that big step. Don't wait. Be brave, like self-discipline, because it's not easy.
But it's not gonna come to you.
And what you do now, you're a fitness trainer.
Before you start, laugh or something so that we can go like jumalauta, ha 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 ha, something like this, and then you continue. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's jumalauta.
Jumalauta. Oh my goodness. So you say say it was -10.
No, but -10.
Jumalauta. Is that right?
That's the one.
Come on. You must teach me Finnish. Yeah. Leroy, just bringing all this together. I mean, it's amazing stories. Like I said, we need an urn of coffee.
Yeah. So if there's any coffee sponsors that wants to get involved, then now is the opportunity.
You know, you can mention all those surnames, Jacobs.
Nah, there's the Cedar Coffees, there's Plato, there's
levels.
There's what is it called? Yellow Jacket in Claremont. There's a lot of these guys.
Studio, the other.
Yeah, but that's the Plato guys.
Yes.
There's a lot of brands.
So you're name dropping it?
Yeah, nah.
So what
they know who they
jump on the flight mode, get those. So for the listeners, for the viewers, what word? How can we inspire them? Any closing comments, just for the people listening, the young people? In fact, anyone listening out there, go for it.
Yeah, no. For me, I think it's simple because first it starts with believing in yourself. That's the foundation. Believing in yourself, no matter your environment or where you come from, and yeah, just apply yourself on a daily basis. There's gonna be a lot of distractions, whether it's friends, family, girlfriends, whatever. But yeah, just stay focused, work hard. What is working hard? Because people always say, you need to work hard. What is working hard? Working hard means, you need to be disciplined. You need to be consistent. You need to believe in yourself on a daily basis when, you don't feel like, today I'm tired or whatever. So that's working hard. So doing the right things because we know what is right and what is wrong. So staying in the right lane and trying to do the right things for most of the time. We're not perfect, but trying to do the right things for most of the time. And yeah, making the right choices and decisions for yourself. So think about yourself, what is best for you, because what you want is not what he or she wants. So again, just believe in yourself, work hard. It's gonna be a lot of sacrificing, but yeah, we all can do it because I'm living proof. I was raised in a very gang related environment, so yeah, it's possible.
Wow, man, Leroy, look, we at the end. Peoples, there you have it. Leroy Maluka, what an inspiring story. I'm looking forward to the next couple of episodes. Tune in, watch the space. Next episode's it's dropping soon. I just need to do this very quickly. I know all of you guys been wondering and asking the questions in your brain. Just quickly. Maybe no. Kan je nog Afrikaans praten? Want ik moet Afrikaans. Gooi hem. Like
Afrikaans?
Yeah.
Of course kan ik Afrikaans.
Mag dat.
Maar daarom wat ik was zeggen. Was met humble blij.
Humble blij.
Zo zal ik zeggen. Die mannen moeten humble pies.
So there you have it, guys. Leroy Maluka, English, Afrikaans, Afrikaaps.
Yeah.
Afrikaaps. Finnish. I'm taking lessons in Finnish, and then I'm looking forward to our next episode once again, Leroy.
You missed a couple of languages.
Eish.
So
what other languages?
Understanding Swedish and speaking a bit of Swedish, and then Dutch, and then a bit of Spanish.
We need a coffee sponsor.
And at the moment also because, the missus is Albanian, so I'm learning Albanian as we go. So
give me something in Albanian. I'm going to put you on the spot now.
Give me something in Albanian. Te dua.
What does that mean?
I love you.
My friend.
You have to start with a love.
Te dua.
It's the best way to start learning a language. Start with a love.
We need another episode just for languages.
Yeah?
Put it on the list.
Okay.
Peoples, we've run out of time. I think that was a brilliant, if I have to say so myself, I think that was a good start, brilliant start to our first episode, calling Flight Mode. Put your phone on flight mode. Tune in, get rid of distractions.
Yeah.
We're here to inspire. We're here to motivate. We're here to share. We're here to give flowers while we are still alive. That's the most important thing.